There's a very specific moment every INFJ knows too well. It's the moment where the world gets just a little too loud, a little too chaotic, a little too emotionally crowded, and something inside you silently whispers, "I need to disappear." Not dramatically, not angrily, not to punish anyone, but because your entire nervous system is overstimulated and your only way to breathe again is to pull away. Today, we're going to talk about why INFJs do this, the neuroscience behind it, the psychology beneath it, and why so many people misunderstand this completely normal INFJ response as rejection, when really, it's regulation. Because INFJs don't withdraw to avoid people, they withdraw to avoid overheating. Let's start with the truth INFJs hate admitting. You can only handle so much sensory, emotional, and social input before your mind hits capacity. And unlike most people, INFJs reach that limit quietly. There is no meltdown, no raised voice, no visible frustration, just a soft internal click. The moment your system goes from "I'm okay" to "I need to be alone before I combust." INFJ overstimulation isn't random, it's neurological. Your brain is wired differently. INFJs are pattern readers, emotional processors, intuitive analyzers, energetic absorbers, and highly sensitive observers, all at the same time. You're multitasking internally in ways most people never notice. So while everyone else is just existing, you're scanning, collecting data, interpreting tone, reading emotions, tracking inconsistencies, absorbing unspoken tension, trying to maintain harmony, trying to not offend anyone, trying to stay present while also being deeply aware. Your brain doesn't shut down, it overloads, and eventually you pull away. Not because you don't care, but because you're drowning in stimuli no one else can feel. Let's talk about the science behind this before someone out there tries to call INFJs dramatic, because I promise you, nothing about this is dramatic. INFJ overstimulation happens because of three systems in the brain. The first is the amygdala, the threat detector. INFJs don't just react to physical danger. Your amygdala reacts to emotional signals, relational tension, and social conflict with just as much intensity. One wrong tone, one subtle shift, one inconsistency, and your amygdala sends an alert. Most people ignore it. INFJs can't. Your radar is too sensitive. The second system is the default mode network, the part of your brain that reflects, analyzes, and creates meaning. This network is hyperactive in INFJs. Even while you're in a conversation, your brain is running long-term evaluations in the background. It's like using your laptop while 100 tabs run silently behind your screen. It's not sustainable. It's overstimulation waiting to happen. The third system is your sensory processing. Many INFJs have sensory sensitivity, even if they don't realize it. Loud sounds, chaotic environments, rapid conversation, emotional crowds, they all hit your system harder. Your brain doesn't filter, your brain absorbs. This combination, emotional, social, and sensory overload, is why INFJs retreat so quickly and quietly. It's not a reaction, it's a necessity. Here's where it gets complicated. INFJs don't show signs of overstimulation the way other types do. You don't snap, you don't panic, you don't melt down. You stay polite, you stay calm, you stay composed, and then you vanish. This is why people misunderstand INFJ withdrawal so easily. They think you're fine, right up until you're gone. Let me paint a picture every INFJ will understand. You're at a social gathering, you're listening, you're empathizing, you're picking up emotional cues left and right. At first, you're okay. Then something shifts. You start scanning too much. The energy gets heavier. The noise gets louder. Your brain starts overheating. Someone says something inconsistent. Someone else vents. Someone else pulls you aside to talk privately. And suddenly, your inner world hits a wall. On the outside, you're still smiling. Inside, you're plotting your escape route like a spy fleeing a foreign embassy. This moment right here is overstimulation. And INFJs don't walk away because they dislike people. They walk away because they've been absorbing too much. It's self-preservation, not rejection. Let's talk about the emotional side of overstimulation because this one hits hard. INFJs absorb emotional undercurrents automatically. You don't just hear words. You feel the entire emotional texture underneath them. If someone is disappointed, you feel it. If someone is irritated, you feel it. If someone is anxious, you feel it. If someone is hiding something, you feel it. If someone is pretending, you feel it. Your emotional system becomes overloaded, not because you're weak, but because you're attuned. And when the emotional noise becomes too strong, INFJs retreat into silence, into solitude, into stillness, because that's the only place the world stops shouting. Overstimulation also explains why INFJs ghost unintentionally. It explains why you suddenly stop replying, why you cancel plans last minute, why you disappear for a few days, why you lose the ability to emotionally engage. You don't ghost to punish anyone. You ghost because you ran out of internal space. The truth is, INFJ overstimulation often comes from trying too hard to be on, too long, too supportive, too present, too available, too emotionally open. Your brain hits capacity, and you exit. But here's something most INFJs never realize. Your withdrawal is not the problem. Your overstimulation is the sign. Your brain isn't malfunctioning. It's protecting you. It's saying, enough, you've taken in too much, go rest. And here's the thing every INFJ needs to know. Your need to pull away is not a flaw. It's a biological response to emotional saturation. Your relationships shouldn't require you to burn yourself to stay connected. Your friendships shouldn't demand constant emotional presence. Your nervous system shouldn't have to negotiate for rest. You are allowed to step back. You are allowed to go quiet. You are allowed to disappear for a moment to come back whole. Overstimulation doesn't mean you're broken. It means your emotional intelligence is running at full power. And full power needs downtime. INFJs don't pull away because they don't care. They pull away because they care too deeply, too constantly, too intensely until the system overloads. And when INFJs return from overstimulation, they come back calmer, clearer, more grounded, more themselves, more able to connect authentically without drowning. So if you're an INFJ who pulls away when things get loud, chaotic, emotional, or too draining, congratulations. Your brain is working exactly as it should, protecting you, regulating you, balancing you, restoring you. You're not disappearing, you're recovering. And if you want to keep learning the neuroscience and psychology behind the INFJ mind, subscribe, join the series, and grab Inside the Mind of an INFJ, available now on Amazon.